Ooh, good morning, everyone. I hope everyone's having a beautiful Saturday morning. We are happy to have you here listening to Grown Woman Gaming Podcast. And as always, we love every single one of you who have taken the time out to come and chill with us today. All right, well, we got the usual suspects this week. No extras. But ladies, if you guys can go ahead and give your intros and what have you been playing this week? We'll start off with Miss Delilah.
Ooh, so for me this week I've been playing Destiny 2. You know,
all right.
Still trying to.
You like getting any farther or anything, or?
You know what? You know, it's Destiny. Okay, I mean it's like a constant grind. Also been trying to get up on that Genshin Impact, I think it's called. And it's like it's a online kind of RPG game.
Mhm.
Just wanted to kind of check that out.
I heard about that. Is that good?
Yeah, it's good. It's fun. I mean, it's got like an old school feel to it, but they add like some new elements. But it's pretty cool. Cell shaded action kind of RPG. It's pretty cool. It's on everything too. It's on iOS, Android, PC. I think it's on PlayStation. It's not on Xbox yet, but so I mean, it's fun. It's a fun game. Let's see what else. Played a little bit of Battletoads. That's about it this week.
No, you missing a game. You missing a game?
What game I missed? Oh God, that game! I don't even want to talk about that game.
Why you don't want to talk about it though?
And also a little bit of Among Us. I don't. You know what's so crazy about that game? I don't think I've ever been so frustrated with y'all ever. Like I was
You
so
had to like go
triggered.
into it knowing though that like this is a game with no hard feelings.
I was so triggered though, because it's like it made me question some things, man. It made me question some loyalty.
What the fuck?
I'm trying out all y'all. Y'all lie too well, especially Boogie.
Boogie is too good. It's scary good.
So good.
Man,
Too good.
It's scary good.
That shit rolled the shit out like the tongue, like smooth.
Dude,
I was like,
and that part where she pre-snitched on me, like what? Like what was that?
She
I
pre-snitched.
listen.
Now, granted, I don't know what
So
that
I
even
didn't
means.
say anything then
but-
because y'all were like already, going through the motions of like, telling me that, I'm wrong and shit. But I really did that shit on accident. But you can't take back. Once you click, you can't take back.
Okay, all right. But you know what? It's all good. It was fun. But yeah, it did trigger me. I haven't been triggering the game in a while, so it did trigger me. It made me
Get
question
that
some
line
things,
game
you know what
up.
I'm saying? I
You
love
better get that line
y'all.
game- you better get that line game up, Delilah.
I love y'all, But I like how I did like one part where I was able to get CHAREECE out for just nothing. Like
I'm gonna say, yeah, we don't talk
Yeah,
about
because when Delilah, when it was her turn to be the imposter, them horns came out.
that's how you play the game, right?
Man,
But I didn't pre-snitch on nobody though. Or whatever that
Okay.
means. Okay.
never gonna live that.
But you didn't say that. But you set an innocent person out though.
I'm
That's
gonna say,
true. It's all about eliminating people though. You gotta eliminate folks. You know what I mean? I was just saying.
Yeah, she went hard for getting CHAREECE out every time. It's
Because
CHAREECE.
CHAREECE was following me, man. It freaked me out every time. I'm like, why she
I
following
was
me?
trying to do my task, y'all. I was following my task.
All I know is when we do play again, this group shit is not flying. Like y'all don't get to be all in one group.
Yeah.
Because then
Oh yeah, that was Inferno and
Oh, yeah, they were teaming up. They were teaming up.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's what Delilah been playing, right? You don't have nothing else.
That's it.
All right. Well, what have you been playing, lady?
Oh, I've been playing some Battletoads as well. I finished Act 1. It was pretty cool. I like the writing. I don't know whoever wrote that. They had me chuckling a little bit. So for the for the skits, like the cutscenes, the writing was good. The gameplay was cool. That the writer one where the toads are riding down the tunnels, that had me almost like having real tunnel vision, because that's like the most difficult part about Act 1 for me. But it was fun. I like the writing and I can't wait to get back to it. Also, I've been playing, what did I play this week? Oh, I played some Overwatch.
Wow.
What? That's old right there.
I know.
Right? What made you want to do that?
It's October, so I was trying to grind to get some loot boxes so I can get that Mercy Halloween skin. If you don't know that,
Years later, people still try to get that damn Mercy skin, yo.
Hey. You look at it, and I like Mercy. You know what I'm saying? And her Halloween skin is like the best skin. I don't think there's a better skin than her Halloween. She's like a witch. Oh my god. So I played some Overwatch. It was cool. I played some Bloodborne as well. Not this is gameplay of me playing Bloodborne, but not what I played on earlier this week. I was just excited on Thursday, and I was playing with Nick, and then one shot turned to two shots turned to three, and I'm over here playing Bloodborne, and I'm almost done. I'm like 2 bosses away. I cannot wait to finish.
So there's like a Gorilla ending?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that? I didn't hear you.
I thought that like Bloodborne was like one of those things like where once you get to like end game, you're like this like goes on forever. Like, are you at that point, or are you trying to get to the end game?
Oh, I'm getting into the end game. It's like the actual, because there's like 3 endings. So on Thursday, I could technically would have beaten the game, but I wouldn't get the quote unquote best ending. So I have to do a couple of more bosses and get another umbilical cord, and then I get the best ending. So I'm close to that. A little splash of Call of Duty, season 6. They got this mode called Kill Streak Confirm. Oh my god, it's like you get your kill streaks, but they don't reset after you die, but you only can get them once or something like that. And played a little bit of Warzone, and I got to get ready for a tournament next week. So
Play last night. We were looking for you.
Oh yeah, y'all was looking for me. I guess I ain't look hard enough.
Oh,
Dang.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah. If you was on, you didn't send no messages. So how about that?
Oh,
She might have been lurking. Ooh, lady, are you hiding too?
Right.
I don't know.
Were you hiding?
I'll be the 5th. Anyway,
Right. 'Cause I'm pretty sure I didn't see you as online.
how you stupid?
But
I played one more thing. I played Forza Horizon 4.
yeah, I want to get back into some
Man,
Forza.
I hate the fucking radio, man. It's like, you gotta change
Yeah.
it. That radio
You
is
should
killing
custom
me.
music though.
Yeah,
You should custom
sure.
music. You should use your Spotify or whatever app that's on the console, or
No, you have to show me how to do that.
Oh,
Delilah,
you
'cause
can do Apple on that?
I don't know if you do Apple though.
I don't
That's
think you
too
do
much.
Apple, but still, I mean,
Yeah, I
Spotify, anything, turn anything else on.
That music, that radio is just killing me, man. And every
Yeah.
once in a while, I go play Forza and go to my house. The Gables, you already know. Shout out to the Gables, and look at my dream car and drive it for a little bit and play
I'm
a couple
telling
of
you,
races.
the first thing I do when I play Forza Horizon is change the music. Put my own music,
Yeah.
custom soundtracks, pump that joint. New,
Yeah.
you know.
No, I feel like it's like a good game that I can play with my kid and stuff. Like she had me playing Fortnite with her last night, which she has gotten like loads better. She can like actually hold her own and kill people. But yeah, I think Forza would be better, less frustrating for us to play.
I would have to ask my daughter if I can play Forza.
You keep saying that, like that's your game. Okay.
All right.
Tell that to her. Like again, y'all see, I don't play.
You
Sims
tell
anymore,
that
right?
to her. This is my game.
Yeah.
I bought
Who
this.
bought it? Who
Right.
bought it?
But who playing it?
Girl.
You will if you just take it
Right.
Oh,
You should see my eyes rolling.
Yeah, I felt that.
But is that it that you've been playing, lady?
Yeah, that's all for me.
All right. What about you, Charisse?
I have been heavy on Marvel's Avengers this week. That was my main game.
Mhm.
I maxed out Black Widow. She is at level 50 now. I gotta get her power level to 130. She's like 108, 109 right now. And I have finally started finishing up the single player campaign that's in the multiplayer campaign, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Does that, yeah.
Interesting.
So like I missed it. There's this level that you have to find these shield vaults, and they're in different missions. But they're the key to the storyline. So I finally Googled some stuff, found it, and that helped me continue on with the storyline. And so now that is what I'm doing. And it has more cutscenes, more dialogue between players. And so that's So it's also more like I'm still playing a single player game, but yet it's still multiplayer if I want to play with friends.
Gotcha.
Because that's the only way you're gonna get your people leveled up.
I heard that the multiplayer portion has like a Destiny feel to it. Is that accurate?
The grind is probably worse than Destiny.
Ugh.
I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, my power level is like my level is 50 on Black Widow, and my power level is just 105. 108. But you got to get to 150. So I'm assuming sooner or later that's probably gonna go up again if they actually add like more DLC story wise to this. But you not only have to do that with one player, you have to do that with all 6 of the players. Like Black Widow's 5th though, but like Kamala is still 15. Yeah, so I still have to replay all of this mess over with everybody if you want your people to be equal, which you have to be, because I'm in the end game now, and it's called Hive missions, which is like a giant tower, to put it layman's terms, where you play with that one character and see how high you get, and then when that character dies, another character replaces that character, and then they go until you die, and then continue on and on until you actually make it to the end of the tower. But if your people are not high enough, they are not going to be able to make it far at all.
So you literally got to grind every character in order to even try to make it through with everybody, basically.
There you go. And I haven't even started with it because, again, not all my characters are high enough. Wow. Like I've only been able to do like a 6 level one, but I heard there's like 25 and a 50 level one. So like, there's no point. So yeah, that's what other than that, I have been playing Kingdoms of Amalur, which, oh my god, y'all, that game is so fun as hell.
Yeah.
A little bit of Destiny. It really is. It really is. Especially if you're playing as a mage. Just want to put that out there. The chakrams. Oh my god, I love that weapon. Yes. Like, I wish I could use it in real life, but I'm almost positive I would cut my arms off.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and then of course Destiny. As always, when you're like bored or something, want something just to play in the background, Destiny.
Right there. Yep. Every time I listen to a podcast or something, it's on.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will say that I started doing my other characters, and you feel less stagnant because those are moving up. Even though I still haven't moved past 163, I think is my top character. I still haven't moved past that on any of my characters, but I've gotten my hunter up to 161. And my warlock is 1055. So
that's good.
Yeah. So I feel like I did something.
Progress.
Right. But all right, was that it for you, CHAREECE? Or
yes, that was all for me.
I'll start first. No, it's not. Crunch is never good. Never. I never. When we heard a situation that crunch time on a game was always good. The thing about it is, I think that when it comes to crunch time, it's about poor management skills and finances. When it comes to me, I personally feel it should never be a point that the company's supposed to force people to do like ridiculous hours for a game to come out when they had plenty. I feel like, how much time do you guys have as far as the project is concerned, and how much time you wasted in order for you to crunch? Am I saying that right? But this is one of the games that's, I did not expect CD Projekt Red to be on crunch time. Until this news, I had the assumption that, they had a nice little timetable, and then they delayed it, which was cool.
Right. The first delay.
Yeah, the first delay. I was like, okay, cool. So first of all, why would you give us like if it was really why you didn't delay it further in the beginning? instead of versus getting a crunch versus getting crunch time with them.
Well, I think some of that isn't necessarily management. I think sometimes people say, yes, we can get this done because they don't want to look like they can't get it done. And in reality, they can't get it done. They're overselling themselves.
It's an estimation problem. Like they estimate.
That's what it is. I agree with Delilah. It should be like the magnitude of the game should be given. Y'all need a allowed it time to finish fully processing and finishing this game without it involving crunch time. So I don't like it. I don't know if it's gonna look. I'm skeptical. I haven't really seen anything Cyberpunk since the second Night City episode because I wanted to be, I wanted to look with virgin eyes. So it is what it is. It is what it is. I really hate to see them crunch. I really want them to see it get delayed instead of getting crunched. But I would. It's like I said, crunch is never a good thing.
All right. What about you, CHAREECE?
I'm not feeling it. I don't think crunch is necessary. If like with the port management on your part, it's not an emergency on my part.
The failure of planning on, or the lack of planning on your part, doesn't execute. What did they want to say? An emergency on mine.
That part. I'm like, I understand. Corona has messed up everybody's timeline because everybody's working from home. It's probably harder to working on something. I just can't get up and go to somebody's desk. It's like, hey, can we try this real quick? You have to go through email or phone calls, and not everybody checks their email all the time.
Right. Yeah.
So I can understand that some stuff is not going to be on point like you want it, but I don't think you should suffer the mental health of your workers either just to put out a game. Like, hell, again, I love Skyrim. Skyrim got so many damn bugs in it. The shit is laughable. Like, memes for Skyrim is hilarious with the bugs.
Sorry, I was laughing at this gameplay right quick with Lady. Right.
Yeah, right.
Watch this part.
Oh wow, you gonna do me like that?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
But yeah, I don't think the crunch is necessary. Like, if push gonna show up, delay the game. Because what if you still do this crunch and the game still has issues? Hell, The Witcher 3 wasn't a perfect game either. It still had small issues. Did they do a crunch on that one? Though apparently, well, I don't know, but they didn't have these outside problems or issues that this game has. Again, not the fault of their own, just that the world is in the middle of an apocalypse right now.
Apocalypse.
I'm like, don't claim that. Don't claim that.
Right.
You know how it is. So it's just, I don't think it's necessary. I don't think they should put their workers through this type of stress and, I guess, heartache, because again, you work 6 days a week. You're missing out time for your family. That's your me time. Like, you might have plans for something. Like, people just need a break every once in a while, and you making them work these hours like this, it's not good. Like, somebody gonna snap, and it's gonna show in the game.
All right, what about you, Delilah?
Yeah, so I mean, I obviously, I heard the news as well, and I read the article and everything, and so it comes down to like they're gonna be working 6 days a week, and they will be well compensated for that extra day. But I agree with the ladies. Work-life balance is extremely important, specifically for like mental health, because you don't want anybody ever to get burned out. And so, as much as I want to play this game and can't wait to play this game, I'd rather they delay it and just keep sanity across the team. There's always going to be games to play. Now, if they did this because they have to, like that deadline is fixed, like there's no way they can adjust to that deadline, then that's different. And this is but the sad part about all of this is that this is a common practice in the games industry.
Yeah, I think that's why people are so like against it at this point, is because it's like such a common practice. And I think that also because it tends to be abused, because I think that crunch for short periods of time is not necessarily a bad thing. Like, even in retail, they have Black Friday, right? They have, the holiday season where you work longer hours, you work harder. In the military, people have to go out to sea, or go out to theater, things like that, And even for anybody who does any type of software development, there are periods where you work longer hours because you have to get things out. Now, I feel like if, this is being forced on for extended
mandated.
periods of time, then that's bad, because that's when it starts to wear on you. I think anybody is able to handle a small period of crunch once in a while.
No,
You know,
it'd be interesting to know. I mean, of course, we don't know the details, but it'd be cool to know, like, if this was decided on amongst a team. There's like, we're gonna bring this up. If you all do, we have to get this game done, because 9 times out of 10, when you're in game development, everybody, they love the work they're doing. Well, in some cases, in most cases, they love the work they're doing. They want to get the game done. They want to grind it out, get it done, get it finished.
And some of the things I heard was that they wanted to do it so they didn't have to work through the holiday season.
Right, they want to get it done before Christmas, which is let's get it. Like that. Like I know that's how it would be if I, in my development team. Let's get this done. Let's knock it out, and I can sleep when I'm dead. You know how that old saying.
Yeah, right. Like I can just have the time during the Christmas to relax. You know.
That's right.
But like otherwise, they're going to be full on working during Christmas, which means people probably won't be able to have vacations like they would normally want to have. Oh, you died.
Right. And I think that that they could have handled this better from a PR perspective. They could have, like I said, mentioned it as like, okay, we're deciding on the team to get this done.
Right.
We want people to be able to enjoy their holiday, so we're gonna crunch this out. Like, and because in some cases, that's what happens. The whole team's like, let's get it done. So I mean, I don't know. I mean, but I'm not a fan of crunch. Period. Like even though they may have decided this amongst the team, I'm not a fan of it because I know the negative effects of it.
Right.
From firsthand experience, so I get it, but I mean, in the game,
but you would still do it. Like at the same time, like the negative effects, just like I do. Yeah. You're just like, I would still go ahead and do it.
Yeah, same.
Right.
And when you can even have to ask me twice. I'd be like, look, I'd rather put in the work, put it in now, put my time in now, and be like, I can get a flight in December and go home for Christmas. Like, so.
All right. Well, that's our take on it, guys. But all right. So moving on. Other than crunch, we seem to really be talking about a lot of like misconduct issues, and for whatever reason, Ubisoft seems to be at the tail end of it right now. I know for a while it was Riot Games, but now it's Ubi's turn. And my biggest question is, do you think that they can solve these issues? Because it seems like it spans not only in the lower environment, but in the executive departments. So is this something, do you think they can shed, especially like within the next year or so? Because it seems like they're getting rid of some people, but do you think they're going to be able to get rid of this totally? And I guess I'll start with CHAREECE.
No, why?
Why? Sorry.
Yeah. No, I know. Because again, I want to support them so bad. Y'all know I'm an Assassin's Creed fan. But there's no other way to say it, but they fucking up. The every time you turn around, at least like every other week, there's some story about Ubisoft, and it's literally top management down. They literally need to. Only way I can see this changing is either because I think it's a family-owned company. The family has to go.
Yeah. So just to give a little bit of detail here while you're talking, the company saw 14,000 responses to an anonymous independent survey of employee. 30% or more commonly, the survey found that women experience harassment at the company 30% more commonly than men, with that number rising to 43% for non-binary employees. Of those who reported an incident, only 66% felt that they were properly supported by management.
Wow.
It's management, it's top management, like literally the CEO and down. Cause like then he hired his like son straight out of college, no experience whatsoever, to be like the manager, the CEO, something of like a whole department. The family needs to just be like on the board maybe, and they need to bring in fresh talent, very diverse talent.
Yes.
And because I believe it's all men that's at the top.
Yes.
So to give woman
you
at
ammo
the top.
to give you ammo there is 22% of the people at Ubisoft are women. And that they're looking to raise that goal, which I think is laughable, to 24% by 2023. To only raise from 22 to 24 should not take you to 2023.
Yeah, they ain't gonna do like 25%. That's just how bad this is.
Yeah.
Like I want to support them so bad, but like they fucking up. I don't know. Top management needs to go. The family needs to back off. Just count your money and go sit at home. And bring in new talent, diverse talent. Like you need 50% need to be at least women. You need a good 20 of that percent needs to be black. You need other people leading your companies because right now y'all don't know what y'all doing. And honestly, when you think about it, we should have already known this. If you had played Black Flag, the present day part of this game takes place in basically it's modern day Ubisoft Studios. Everybody in there was white. Everybody. Like we should have known this.
Yeah, I mean, I read through this article. It's definitely disheartening, right, to say the least.
Yeah.
It trips me out because if you look up Ubisoft, they have about 18,000 employees, which is incredible. This the amount, but the fact that 66% felt that they were supported by management, that's a lot. They said, felt they were felt 66% felt they were properly supported. So the other 34% felt like they weren't. That's a lot. That's drastic. And so yeah, it definitely takes a lot of to fix that, to remedy that. You will definitely need to change management for sure. Change management, have a lot of but it's like the only thing when it comes to a game company, it's like it predicates on talent. So for them to change that means cutting a lot of talented people.
Now it does look like they're looking for a new chief people officer, but you want to ask, okay, you're hiring this new chief people officer, but what is the company going to be doing to give that chief people officer the tools they need to, do? Like, are you just hiring them to say we hire them?
What's a chief people officer?
It's like an HR person, like.
Oh, okay.
Okay. The biggest HR person, like the higher up of an HR person.
Yeah. So y'all remember like last week when the story when the dude left, like they had hired like 7 people to watch him, to monitor him, to make sure he didn't fuck up, and he still fucked up. When you gotta hire somebody, other people to watch somebody to make sure they don't screw up and harass other people, and they still do it, there is something internally wrong with your company.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like they're having to do like a full-on new HR, new mandates, a new quote mandatory program aimed at strengthening the hard skills and soft skills of our managers, as well as their understanding and sensitivity to cultural and social issues. Which, why are you not doing that already? Like, why are you not already continually training your managers, right? Because I think I see that in a lot of places that they put people in management positions without ensuring that they have management training.
Right, that's exactly what I was going to say, without the proper training. Like, I think not all managers, not all people are meant to be managers. Like, you can't just say, oh, the person been here for 10 years, they should be in management. No, they've been trained.
Right.
Like,
just because they do good work and you're like happy with their work doesn't necessarily mean that they can now manage people.
That's right.
You know what? I completely felt that. I felt that statement.
Oh yeah, because managing people is a whole nother beast.
Yes.
Like, like really, you don't even have to know how to do some of the things, like technically speaking, but knowing how to manage someone is a skill that is hard to train.
Oh yeah, because it requires a certain level of personality too to deal with that, because you got to deal with people you don't necessarily agree with, but you don't agree with what they believe in or how they view certain things. So it's like being able to manage that takes a lot out of you mentally, and you got to be able to deal with that. And also relatability, like, can you relate to what your people that you're managing go through? There's like somebody who's who make, let's say they make 7 figures or whatever, and they're trying to manage somebody who makes astronomically amount less. They're gonna be able to relate to any of their life struggles, period. Like, I firmly believe that. Like, can you relate to the things I deal with on a daily basis?
Yeah.
Like, that's hard to ask someone who never struggle with money or never struggle with certain things. Asking them to relate is that's a hard ask usually. That's
right,
that goes back. I can go deep on that because I think about the presidency with that. You know what I mean? It's like asking someone to have that level of sympathy for someone who's never struggled to have sympathy is our empathy is crazy. It's like, I don't want to go too deep on politics, but yeah.
Oh yeah, I get it. I mean, and how do you teach sympathy, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Ooh.
Well, does anybody else?
Ain't sympathy supposed to be taught when you're young?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
Empathy, sympathy, understanding for
understanding,
others.
right?
Right.
yeah, that's like before you even go to kindergarten, right?
That
Or
actually
it's like
that's where
while
you
you're
start
in
learning it.
kindergarten.
Yeah.
Yeah. Elementary school is a lot about teaching kids how to
Share,
share, yeah, have sympathy
and have
for
an
each
understanding
other,
for other people's
care for each other,
things,
you know.
respect.
Right.
I personally think that they need to find out who's like the most toxic people that's working for Ubisoft right now.
Mhm.
Whoever had the most complaints, they need to go. They need to go, because when you have such toxic people that's working for any company, that shit can infest other people in the company, you know, and feed to that hate more and more. So if it was up to me, and I'm looking at this independent survey, I'm like, bet. Who got the worst? Who got the worst of the worst? Who the worst of the worst? I need to see those people, and we need to talk about what's your future at this said company. Because apparently, with this independent study, there's some problems with you, he or she. You know what I mean? And they need to bring in a fresh. It could be. I want people who are, one, diverse, and two, they are educated in the field that they are in. So when they come to the company, they don't be like, "Oh, we just hired her because she was black," or "We just hired this person because it's non-binary." You know what I'm saying? They got to have the degrees and the portfolios and the recommendations.
And if they don't, provide them with the training to get there. Like,
Right.
don't just give up on them because you know
Right.
the rest of the hire whoop de whoop. Like, no,
yeah, because I think that starts with entry level positions, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think that a lot of companies have issues with entry level to begin with. Most of the time, they're asking for way too much for entry level, and then they don't provide the people with the tools necessary to succeed in entry level positions.
So yeah, because sometimes it's usually it comes down to what you was exposed to, whether it was the college you chose to go to, or you know the schools you attended in like grade school and in like high school, things like that. It's like if you didn't have the same level of exposure as someone who went to like an Ivy League, etc., or you know had the vocational skills for certain things, then you're just gonna be at a disadvantage. So if a company's providing that training, you know, if the manager needs to take upon themselves to be like, look, okay, I see my employee is lacking in this area. I need to make sure that he or she has proper training to succeed in this area right here, instead of just giving up on a person. I've seen that happen so many times, and that's why, like, yeah, and that's why you get a lot of people leaving the industry with things like that. Like I can easily see with the situation with Ubisoft, just to bring it all back, is that 34% that's saying, okay, management is not supporting me. You can easily see them leaving the industry because of this. Right, because they feel like I'm not getting the necessary skills I get. I'm not the business that I need to do my job. These people are already talking such and such about what I'm able to produce. So, I mean, I can easily see that it becoming a bigger problem instead of them investing in training and things that's necessary in order to bring them along. And I think that's part of it as well. That's why I stopped there, man. I'm starting.
I agree. You know, because I'm in there, you know, and I think that for me, because I was already in the military, like I already have training, right? Like, so, but most people don't. Like, they get put into the position that I'm in, and they're like not as equipped because they haven't already had to deal with being in a situation where you're around people that you don't necessarily agree with, or your views don't align with them, but you still have to work with them. You still have to get to the end goal. You know,
what about those people who assume you don't know stuff? That part killed me too. When they make obscure like assumptions that you don't have the training, or you don't, or they just think you don't because of the way you look, or what they're not.
I understand.
You know what I mean? Like I've had that happen to me so many times because I love IT. I feel like you know, I'm so engulfed in it to where I never leave the industry because that's where my passion is. But it's like, I've dealt with it on so many different levels. I've seen and heard almost everything that you could possibly hear, whether it was some guys talking, you know, saying something, or trying to teach me something that I already know. Like, I've dealt with it on so many levels. And so when I read this article, it's like I'm surprised a little bit, but not really. because to me, I feel like this is not only happening at Ubisoft. This other. It happens everywhere.
Right.
And with 18,000 people, something's bound to happen. You can't. It's like you can't stop everything. Only thing you can do is try. With 18,000 people, that's a lot of people to try to, catch all the bad apples.
Right.
So
it shouldn't be that many though. Like this is a high ass number, and every time you turn around.
Yeah. But hopefully they get it under control, because I do love their games. I love the company, so I have high hopes for them. But we will move on so we don't get too bogged down with this conversation. So Rogue Company is the next new game to hit as free to play. I don't know if anybody's picked it up in a while, but it is full on free to play here. Rogue Bucks are here, limited time offers. Their store is set up just like every other free to play game. Now you don't need to buy the Founders Pack anymore to play. You can just simply get on and start playing. And then there's tons of outfits and guns and cosmetics for you to play with. What do you guys think about this? Anybody can go first.
My question is, so what's the difference between the Founders Pack and the free to play now? Because there should be like something like a special Founder Pack skin or something like that, right?
Well, you did get that when you got the Founders Pack. You got some special skins. I think a couple of rogues were opened up and whatnot, and that weren't for people who didn't have that. So now it looks like there's one more new character. It looks like there's just one more character that they've added so far. And then, like I said, tons of outfits, skins, sprays, all that good stuff is on here for you to purchase.
I wouldn't mind jumping back in, to see what the new updates were and stuff like that.
All right. Well, I'm down always. Any shooter, I'm down to play. What about you, Delilah or CHAREECE? Have you guys
I'll
looked
check it
at
out.
it?
It's free now. I'll check it out. So the interesting thing about this is like I've never played it. And so by it being free, I definitely will try it. But you all know I'm not really big on the multiplayer shooter stuff. But hey, if y'all playing, I'll play for sure.
All right. Well, Delilah down to trying something new. What about you, CHAREECE?
I've had this game for a while. And still have it. Yeah. And
how have you got it and not played it?
How you got it and not told us?
Right.
I thought I told y'all.
No, you didn't.
Right. I thought I told y'all.
Because somebody gave it to me. I thought we talked about anyway.
No, we did.
Right.
Yeah, we did. We did. Anyway, I just haven't had the time to play it because I didn't have anybody to play it with because y'all had moved on.
Wow. Really?
So I blame y'all.
That's
we're assuming here?
No.
Right?
We're not assuming. Y'all didn't play it, so I didn't have anybody to play with. So I didn't play it.
You also didn't ask. You didn't say, hey, someone gave me Rogue Company. Does anybody want to play?
I thought I did.
No, you didn't.
Bloody said he gave it to you. He said
Bloody did give it. See? Bloody gave it to me.
Bloody wants his credit.
Right?
Bloody wants credit.
Tell me, hey. Like I said, money there.
Yes.
And if he gave it to you, that meant that he probably wanted to play it with you. So
he didn't
what the hell?
He didn't send me a message. Y'all know
how
I be. Anyway, Bloody, if you know what, bump them. Bloody, if you want to play Rogue Company with me, I will play with you.
Oh,
because I told these helpers that I had this game.
Okay.
I even told them who gave me the game.
Now, Lord.
Right?
October 3rd, 2020. October 3rd. Y'all remember that her birthday month. She acting okay. I remember.
She been a little extra. It's all good.
You get extra. Right. Right, let's go. Free to play, cross save. I like it. One, it's as long as you like don't be too overboard, like spending your money on the cosmetics, you should be fine. It's not a Rogue Company is not a bad game. I really love the intro where the team walks up, do their little walk up thing. I like that. And it's free. I mean, free is good. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I wouldn't mind, on a laundry day, play some Rogue Company,
All right. Was that tomorrow?
Oh no. I gotta do my class. I gotta set up my class for the tournament next week.
Oh, okay. All right. Oh, and it's double XP on Call of Duty, so you know.
You already know. You already know what's going down.
Right. So it looks like Sea of Thieves has a toxicity problem, but I'm pretty sure we already knew that.
Man, I've been on Sea of Thieves in a minute. I didn't even know.
One of the games, one of the reasons why I stopped playing was the toxicity. You know, they came out with those missions that you had to play with other members on the server and whatnot. You know, people who weren't in your crew. And obviously, people would play with you until you got the treasure and then shoot you in the back of the head.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that's why you stopped playing, because that happened to you, like, I think a couple of times.
Like, I couldn't finish the mission. So it sounds like the streamers, people who stream this game on the regular, are now saying that they won't play until Rare and Sea of Thieves fixes the issue. It looks like they try to do something where a spokesperson states, we take all complaints seriously and we treat all of our players fairly. All customer service complaints are treated with the same level of seriousness, regardless of where they originate or the topic at hand. We review every ticket thoroughly for evidence for behavior that violates our community code and conduct, and take action wherever evidence is found. However, a significant number of streamers and players would disagree.
Now, this is for like grieving within the game, or like what is? I mean, is there any examples?
Yeah, sure. So back in July, it says long before Rare invited him to be on the show, he broadcast Lazar. This is who they're talking about. Broadcasted a number of rants about the game while streaming. During this, he called development team, stupid fucking devs, and highlighted tweets from players who disagree with him, who were critical of his behavior. So it says his 1 million followers sent him information, blah, 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 blah. It sounds like this one person has huge contention, but a lot of a big practice that's happening is stream sniping. So people will see that you're streaming and come infiltrate your servers and basically harass you while you're trying to stream. Let's see. That's the biggest one they cite here that I'm reading so far. Targeted harassment, essentially, what I'm saying. A lot of harassment is what it sounds like. And I know that they had said, you can get out of your game and go to another server, but that takes you out of the experience.
Sure, right? Especially for Sea of Thieves.
Yeah. Right. And you spend all this time getting treasure and stuff, and then somebody just sinks you or starts to harass you, and then you have to switch to another server, which if they're stream sniping you, they can just keep trying to follow you.
Yeah. Was there another that was doing some of my stream sniping? I don't know. I think it was Fortnite back in the day. My bad. But poor Sea of Thieves. Wasn't it like the most streamed game at one point?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I might.
Question: can you report people in game, or do you have to like wait later or something?
I don't think you can report people in game.
I think you can report people in general though. Like if you know their gamer tag or whatever, you can report them, like general report, but
not like through the game, like through the service or whatever. Like you have to like you was doing through Xbox Live reporting them, not during the game. Like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, that part I'm not sure on, but yeah, that's unfortunate. I mean, you have toxicity everywhere, like in a lot of these games, but this seems like on more an extreme level. Someone's literally going to their stream and following them around and trying to grieve them. Like that's too much. That's doing the most.
Yeah, it's saying it's even going far enough to where that people who are being harassed are starting to be doxxed. So.
Oh yeah, that's not good at all.
Yeah.
That seems that's very deliberate. Jeez.
Right.
Damn, man, that sucks. Like I said, I haven't played Sea of Thieves in a while, but you should, if you paying money for a service and a game, you should be able to at least play comfortably, enjoy it, and not get harassed. That's one thing that I hate. If I suck at a game, I suck. I understand, but don't disrespect me. Don't call me racial slurs. Don't be sexist with me. You know what I'm saying? Just treat me like a gamer. You know what I'm saying? And that should be with everybody. But it's 2020, and people feel like it's okay to treat people that way. When it really isn't, and it really shows bad about your character.
And I guess it kind of like leads you to want to say, is this necessarily a problem with Sea of Thieves only, or is this also an issue with streaming?
Well, see, I don't know because if those things that happen, like specifically to that game with the whole
Right.
Oh no, stream sniping happens all the time.
Oh,
in
okay,
Right,
so
I
that's
would
a
say
general
because-
thing.
Stream
Yeah.
sniping happens with
Okay.
everything. It happens in
Okay.
Fortnite and whatnot, but I don't think that this is basically single to this community of Sea of Thieves, is I guess what I'm trying to say.
So
Like,
I mean, what are they
I
expecting?
think some of the
to
issue
happen?
is. Go ahead. Sorry.
I'm sorry, I was actually cutting you off, but I was saying was like my thing is, what are they expecting to happen? How do they expect this to be remedied if this is happening across multiple games and not just Sea of Thieves? I mean,
Yeah, I feel like because one person reports you, I know that they're not gonna like kick you off the game, right? So it's one of those things where I think that Sea of Thieves probably needs to enact more of an in-game reporting policy, and then as far as streaming, I don't know how you affect that because it seems like it's starting to become ingrained in the streaming culture that we allow this to happen, right? That people are being doxxed, that people are being harassed and stream sniped. And what do you do about that? Like, what can you do about that? Do you have to set up, like, does every streamer now know that they need to set up like their own VPNs and whatnot?
Some streamers, you do like an extreme delay to prevent stream sniping, like
right,
a 30-second delay. I've seen people do that to try to prevent people from stream sniping, especially on Rainbow Six Siege. So
yeah, so I think it may be what do they say? I'm forgetting the legal term, but it's like the shared liability. That's what it is. There's shared liability here. I think there's fault on Sea of Thieves, obviously in all games, that we should be able to report people. And I don't know if some of the reason why some people don't get purged is because not enough people report them, or if it's not on enough of an annual basis or whatever. But there's some of that, and then there's some of the culture within the streaming community, which I'm not quite sure how we fix that.
yeah,
I think that's more of a people issue than a streaming problem.
Yeah,
Again,
it's
they
a hard
back to
problem
you
solve.
thing. People don't care anymore. They just do it for the laughs and think it's funny. Since it doesn't directly affect them, they don't care how it affects the other person.
Right. Well, I know in Sea of Thieves as a whole, I know that there's people that will get on Sea of Thieves with the sole intent to just fuck people's shit up, which I guess you're a pirate, so you chalk that up as part of the game. But, there are people that go out and their whole mission of Sea of Thieves is just to try to fuck with people.
And that's sad. And that's really sad.
All right. Well, we can move on. We don't have to keep talking about this one word. All right. So did anybody take a look at the PS5 launch lineup
Man, I ain't seen nobody. I want to hear about the lineup. I want to see some in-depth videos. I want somebody holding it. I need somebody turning it on. I need somebody to play the menu. I need to know what kind of cords it got. I need to know what I need. I don't know nothing. I want to hear nothing about no PS5 lineup when I don't see nobody talking about here is the actual PlayStation 5. Look how it is. Look what comes in the box. Oh, we're so excited to see what new and exciting features that the PlayStation 5 have. I don't see none of that.
So let me just read this list.
I thought we already knew the lineup, though.
Yeah, but let me read the list because what I want to talk about is like, do we really feel like this is like
this list?
I think there's some padding in here. Yeah. So we have Astro's Playroom will come on every PS5.
Trash.
All right. We got look. Let me finish the list.
Okay. I'm sorry.
All right. We got Sackboy's Big Adventure. And then it says make that 2 more machines you can play Fortnite on.
Well,
Destruction. All right, come on now.
I'm sorry.
That's
the case. Put Apex on there.
Destruction All Stars, a game about crashing vehicles and fists. So Destruction All Stars, Devil May Cry 5 Special Edition. Spiderman Miles Morales is supposed to launch with PS5, and Demon Souls Remake in Godfall.
Okay, hold on. Let me count this real quick. 1, 2. 2 games, no 3 that are actually Not remakes.
Yeah, so Astro's Playroom, you have Destruction All Stars, Miles Morales.
No, that's DLC. That don't count.
Okay. And
Godfall.
Godfall. Right. But then you have and Sackboy.
And
So
the
there's
Destruction All Stars. That's
I got that one.
yeah,
But I'm not sure why they keep saying Fortnite is a launch title. Like, why wouldn't it be a launch title?
That's a pad.
That's like saying Wrong Company is a launch title.
Right. And then Devil May Cry Special Edition and what is this? Demon Souls Remake. I don't know. I don't consider those like, sure, you can play them at launch, but is this like these aren't console sellers. I think Godfall and Spiderman is probably the only two on the list that are like, I'm getting a PS5 to play these games.
All right, serious question. Is Godfall on PS4?
Not yet, but I'm seeing it coming.
It says PC and PS5. It doesn't say PS4.
I don't see, honestly, unless the from the last clip we saw, and that was during their last show. I don't see anything that makes it PS5 worthy. To me, it's a regular PS4 Series X game. I just don't see it being $70. I don't see the PS5 specialness about it. It's just a regular dungeon crawler.
The only thing that I'm interested in this lineup is Miles Morales, and I got to play that on my PlayStation 4.
It looks like Godfall is only going to be on PlayStation 5. Most of this is just a quick check, but and somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, but it looks like they are saying that it's only going to be on PS5.
Okay, but that one's also on PC, so
yeah, you're right.
It's a no for me right now. I just think that
we got Iron Mike saying both lineups look weak as hell.
Yeah, that's a true statement.
True, but we ain't pimping out Fortnite with it though.
I know, like, why list that here? That's weird. That is just weird. I thought the little Sackboy, Sackboy's a lunchtime.
Yep, that's what they're claiming. Yes.
Okay, it's not bad. Out of this list, the lineup that you have listed, I will probably pick up. And this is a stretch. Y'all know this is a stretch anyway. But anyway, Sackboy, and the only ones that I can't play on PC will be Spiderman and Sackboy. That'd be the two because Devil May Cry 5, yeah. Destruction All Stars, I have no interest in playing it. It reminds me of like a what's that soccer cars? What's the name of that game? Rocket League.
Yeah.
So it's like a Rocket League spin-off kind of game. That's what it looked like to me. So Sackboy Big Adventure, which is a maybe anyway. I have no interest in Astro's Playroom. So.
Oh, you're getting it anyway, apparently.
Oh, it's preloaded. Okay, so
if you like it or not, you're gonna get it. I just feel like they could have utilized the PlayStation 5 with better games. Personally, they could have put Gran Turismo up in there as a launch title. They could have. I don't know.
I think maybe some games were planned to be launched and they fell off.
Well, you gotta remember they also include in this PlayStation Plus collection though, which is like all the hits from, like we talked about it a couple weeks ago. The greatest hits from PlayStation 4 is gonna be on this collection. So you got like God of War, Bloodborne, Final Fantasy 15.
But if you're a long-term PlayStation user, you've already played these games.
That's true. That's true.
Mm-hmm.
That collection is for people like me who just bought a PlayStation 4 and haven't picked those games yet, or PlayStation 5 is my very first console. So that's for me.
But let's say you skip PS4, you like bump it, okay, whatever. I'm gonna get a PS5 this time. I'm starting the generation off like that. Then this would be appealing, right? Because you
that would,
yeah.
But that's not what this is. But like, there were 100 million PS4 sold. They've played these games. So
Yeah, but I mean, I feel like each generation, we've seen this before. Like each generation, it always starts slow and then it ramps up as time go along. I'm still excited for the launch. Like I said, I don't know if I'm gonna keep up the PS5 pre-order, but This is
Just
not
keep
helping.
it. That way
This
we
definitely isn't helping my case.
Right? Yeah. If you keep it, then you can let us know.
yeah. No, you can keep it, and then we can actually see one in person.
Right.
You can do an in-depth video.
I'm gonna do a
on
size
PlayStation.
comparison, and then that's it. Then I just be like, I'm selling it, y'all. At the end of the video, I'm selling
Yeah,
this.
you gonna open it, just do a size comparison?
Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm pretty sure a lot of people would do that, though. If you have all these consoles, by the time you can think about it, the Xbox was releasing first, so you get your Series console and you compare it to your PlayStation console that comes afterward, because I think they're only like 2 days apart, 2-3 days apart, something like that.
Yep.
And so yeah, we just
Dang, work productivity is gonna be shit that week.
Right.
Yeah,
Well,
right.
all right, told you taking off.
Yeah, you must have put your days in now. Just
Right.
save
Yeah.
yourself some mental on all of that.
All right. So 2K, I mean, are they just like full on like turning into a virtual casino or what? Because apparently you can now place bets in their golfing game as well.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Wait, what?
Yes. PGA Tour 2K21 adds a skin game where you can virtually bet, or where you can bet virtual money.
Wait, you can't do that in a game, can you?
It's virtual money, so then my complaints is like. Okay.
But it's virtual money that is bought with real
It
money.
says PGA 2K Tour, although it can be bought for real money,
See?
Oh, see, wow.
1,000 or 1,100 VC is $9.99, making this match for genuine stakes. But even players who lose will make some currency back.
That sounds like a setup.
Yeah,
That's shady as fuck.
Yep. High rollers in this gambling playlist available now. A brief video shows players buying in for 1,500 VC per round. Winner take all. Virtual currency is awarded freely throughout the gameplay of PGA Tour 2K21, although it can be bought for real money.
Now, can I convert that virtual currency back to real money?
I don't think so.
And-
That's the problem.
And you get it.
That's
that
that's
part.
the problem. Like if I can legit do this, I'm converting it to game currency,
Right.
And my real money. The fact that I can't convert that back and get my money, some of my money back, yeah, that's a problem.
Yeah, that is a problem.
But then that's how they can that's how they can say it's not gambling though.
Right. It's because you don't get money back. Like
Right.
you can't cash out.
You're just buying a product basically.
Who want to gamble for virtual money? Come on.
Those in-game perks.
There is a ton of mobile games that do this.
Mm-hmm.
My dad plays a golf game now where he bets virtual currency. I told him that shit. Why are you doing that? But yes, there's plenty of mobile games that do this same thing right now.
Yep. It plays into that whole gambling psyche,
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, you get an instant gratification.
Right.
What is it? Dopamine? Yeah.
Yeah,
Get that
that's
straight
it.
to the brain.
Mm-hmm.
That dope.
Mm-mm.
Lord, how
No
much-
sir, no ma'am. No sir, no ma'am.
Oh man.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this is the
2K. Okay. Oh wow.
yeah,
So they did
2K.
the same thing
It's like
for us.
always 2K, right? Like they're like,
Yeah.
we don't give a fuck.
They want that money.
They
Right.
sure don't. They don't care.
Gambling. But
I feel
this is
for
going to
parents
be
who
our
don't know
last
about this.
topic. Sorry, Cerise, go ahead.
I said, no, I just feel for parents who don't realize this.
Yeah. Only thing is like how many kids are playing golf, right?
That part. That's that part.
Yeah.
But
Like,
I'm
it's
sure
gonna be-
this is gonna move into their the basketball games sooner or
Right.
later.
No, I mean, in basketball, they already do a ton of gambling, I thought. Right?
Mm.
In 2K basketball,
Yeah,
there's like,
because we
But
had
that's
this
real
like
money,
last year.
though. That's for real money though. Like
That's
they
true.
PayPal you each other on basketball games. That's completely different. But EA is like, we want you to bet your real money on our fake stuff. No, I'm not with it.
all right, well, if
Do
y'all
y'all
in the
think-
chat want to go ahead and get your questions ready, we have one more topic and then we're going to do tidbits. So make sure you guys type question in big bold letters and then whatever your question is, and Miss Charisse will come find your questions.
Do y'all think
go ahead,
that,
sorry.
do y'all think this practice is ever going to stop in the industry?
No.
In the industry?
No.
Not unless laws are put in place. No.
When they can't find no more suckers to do stuff like that, then they'll stop.
Oh, wait,
I know some
playing
states-
devil's advocate.
Some
Wait,
states. Wait, that's going to go into.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was saying in some states, like you can't play like DraftKings or any of these NFL based type of games, like mobile games that you bet on players for real money, but you can win real money. So it's literally like that's really gambling where you can get actual coin, right? So I can see that, like you said, some laws have to pass in order for this to be kind of subdued a little bit. Well, now my thing is, to what degree to where you feel like it's pure on like interference though, to where you could have like development companies now they can't, like as far as their freedom to even do those type of things is limited. I mean, how do you all feel about that? Because then you could start, if they start passing legislation towards things like functionality within a game, it's like what prevent them from passing legislation to prevent other things, And I feel like once you open up that box, then it can cause other problems.
When enough parents get set up with their credit cards from their kids that spends excessive money on these games, that's when it starts to become. That's like, oh my God, we should do something. Oh my God,
the children.
Yes,
protect
exactly.
the children.
It all starts off at home, educating your kids what the difference between a full paid game and a free to play game. If they want, I don't have any kids. I'm just saying that should be implemented because unless they don't know, because they don't know, some of them don't know and some of them don't care. But at least educating them in the beginning about these games. And if they don't want to, if you got a baby kid, you can't have your car information on the Xbox at all. You won't have to like shut down parental usage on it for your kids, because there's some kids that legit don't.
I don't even have one of those. I just automatically set it up because I don't want no problems.
You want, but because but these parents, they don't know. All they know is that they got their kid a video game and they don't monitor
skin.
And they'll be dipping off doing some other stuff. But you gotta understand, if a kid wants a game, you gotta understand if it's a free game, is it gonna have, or is it free to play? Is it gonna have microtransaction, or is it gonna have virtual betting? You know what I'm saying? And the parents gotta like educate themselves on that, because if not, you're gonna end up having like a $20,000 credit card bill from your kid, and you can't kill your kid. So
yeah, you can.
No, you cannot. No, you cannot.
All right. So the last one I wanted to talk about, which trigger warning, was the new Spiderman footage that came out today, where they're showing a comparison between Spiderman on the PS4 and the new upgraded Spiderman that's going to be on PS5. So have all of you guys seen the footage?
See.
Yeah.
Everybody has seen.
Yes.
All right. So whoever wants to hop in, what do you think?
I'm gonna keep it 100. Like, I like the new look, but see, I think about it, I wasn't attached to the old look. But anyway,
of the person, right?
The person, yeah, I like the look, but the only thing that really kind of bothers me with it is the fact that he looks younger than Miles Morales.
All right, but what did you think about this is supposed to be an upgraded version?
Now,
so do you feel that this is an upgraded version?
To me, that's a stretch. To call it upgraded version is a stretch. To me, they just changed the character model. I didn't really see anything that was drastic there. But if you think about how old Miles Morales is supposed to be what, 14, 15? He's supposed to be young.
15, 16,
yeah. So he's supposed to be, and then Peter Parker is like in his early 20s or something like that. Is that right?
Late 20s. He's at this time he's been Spider-Man at least a good 10 years. So if he started in high school,
that's how I feel. Like, when I look at that, I feel to me it's the character model looks much younger. He looks younger than Miles Morales to me. To me, it's a disconnect. But whatever, I'll leave it at that. I'm not gonna say much more.
All right, go ahead.
I'm noticing Doc Ock's back profile with the hair. The original look like it's more defined.
More facial expression.
Yeah, more facial expressions. The hair, it looks like a toupee on the remaster. Also, it seems to me that things were a little more fleshed out on the remastered, much more brighter. I want to say, like, Death Stranding contrast? Because it like a filter, like really bright. Like the original, is more definition for me, and like you can see the definition on Doc's Ops zippers, the ridges on his uniform, the grindiness of the coffee, and with the remastered for me, it's like it's not detailed. It's like more shinier. You don't see the ridges on his suit. Peter Parker looks older in the 2008 version. 2020 remastered is like he got his face beat. Like he got good foundation, good concealer. He combed his nose.
He had work done, basically.
He had some work done. It's more sharper in the 2020 remastered version, a little bit sharper, but at times darker. I would prefer, if I had to choose right now, I would still prefer the 2018 version. I just think that I just don't like how it looks, personally.
Yeah, I know I saw some comparisons with the ray tracing and stuff. That's a whole nother discussion, but yeah, I just look at it like they got time to polish some stuff. So it's like, for me, it's more of a wait and see.
I mean, do you really think they're gonna do much more polishing on an enhanced game?
I just think the ray tracing part that need to be updated a little bit better, man. Like, I mean, I don't know if you all seen that part. So I know the video that you shared, like it went into it a little bit, but not that deep. I did see the lighting issues though. Like some parts of the video was like super, super dark. You really couldn't see the definition in the background. But the when you look at the ray tracing though, it's like the detail between what's being traced versus what's actually in the environment is night and day difference. It's like the traced information, the traced detail is just not there. It looks like you're missing elements from like trees, reflection isn't showing, isn't aligning properly. So yeah, it looks. I expected for it to look a little bit better than that, but that's why I'm saying I'm holding on to the fact that they got a little bit more time to get that polished up.
Yeah, I agree. Did everyone get their comments?
Oh, I didn't.
Okay, go ahead.
I didn't.
I
don't like the new face model. I'm going to put that out there. This Peter Parker has went through he had some life struggles, and you can tell it on his face.
Right.
Like he's been homeless a while. During the course of the story, he had some drama going through, and you can tell it on his face. Like DELILAH and them said, he looks super young in the remake. And it doesn't really pertain to the show. I mean, to the game. Dude been through a struggle, and if you've involved in the comics, movies, even the cartoon when it was in the 90s, Peter Parker was poor and broke for the majority of the time, until he got like way grown, and that has not changed in this game. This dude, like, he fresh out of high school. It don't match with me. And the clip that we watched that Boogie had sent us, the lighting is not. I don't like it. It's like they put a ring light right on their face and only their face. It doesn't all around them, it's just still dark, but just right on their face is where the light is at. And to me, it doesn't look as good. The 2018 version looks better. So honestly, I think you're just paying the extra $20 for a new face.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like one of the biggest things that we're paying for is for the new model and whatnot, but I feel the same way. It just feels like they essentially just up the lighting. And it's probably because you can only do so much. But like I said on Twitter, I feel that this is about to be this is why you have to pay tour coming up here.
Yeah, I can see that.
All right. Well, sounds like we're done with that one. All right, so just a couple of tidbits. If you guys were ever a fan of Ronald Dahl when you were younger, we got some of the movies back in the day, like Matilda and The Witches, and they will be redoing the movie The Witches, and it will be coming to HBO Max. So essentially, this would have been coming out to the theaters, but because of the Rona, we're getting it on HBO Max, and it has like characters I love, or actors and actresses that I love. It looks pretty good. Did you guys take a look at the trailer? Did you guys watch it?
Stanley Tucci is in it. That's my dude.
Yeah,
Oh
I
my
love
God.
him. Oh my God, I love him.
I love him.
Yeah.
him.
And Anne Hathaway.
Yep.
And Octavia, right? Octavia
Yep.
Spencer.
Yep.
And I don't know. I got all the feels.
Narrating.
It's Chris Rock.
Wow.
Yeah, it's narrating it, and I was like, okay, do your thing.
Right.
Honestly, but then can it really top the original movie?
I was about to say.
I know,
Angelica
right?
Houston,
Like,
I
That
love the first one. Oh my goodness.
I don't know. In the trailer, if you watch the trailer, they do show a couple of scenes that are like exactly word for word for what they said in the old ones, and I don't know. It just brought back the feels for me. So I can't wait to watch it. I can't wait to force my child to watch this with me.
That's definitely one of my favorite movies, though. With the witches. Oh, I absolutely love that.
This
movie.
and Matilda. When you were a kid, you were like, "Yo!"
Matilda was the bomb. I love that movie. The book was good too, but the movie was awesome.
Yeah. So I'm hoping they redo that too, but I don't know. I cannot wait. It's coming this October. I want to say like the 18th or something.
Yeah.
Huh?
It's already October. Yay.
Right.
Yeah. This October.
It's already October, but yeah. So it's coming this month. You guys will be able to watch it, and I can't wait. So also coming this month is The Mandalorian.
Yes.
Right? So The Mandalorian's coming. We're also getting Maleficent is coming to Disney Plus. A bunch of other old Disney movies, Beverly Hills Chihuahua, Cheaper by the Dozen 2, Mr. Holland's Opus, Secrets of the Zoo.
I love that movie.
A new season of The Simpsons. Let's see.
Wait, one question though. One quick question.
Yep.
So I know we mentioning all these movies that's coming to like HBO Max, but are they gonna charge like they did with Mulan? Would they charge the $30 for the movie on HBO?
So far, no.
Yeah, so far they haven't said that you're gonna have to pay any extra on HBO Max. Now that was on Disney Plus that you had to pay the extra.
I see. Okay.
For Mulan, so a different company, but
okay. So
hopefully they don't. I don't.
And for the Mandalorian, are they gonna extend how long the show is? Because that 30 minutes was killing me, fam.
I don't see anything saying that they're extending the show. But Mandalorian doesn't start until the end of October. It doesn't start until October 30th. So yeah.
Okay, cool.
And it says that they're also coming to Disney Plus as an Olaf origin story. If you like Frozen, and the first season of Disney Channel's Owl House. Not sure what that is. I wonder if it's gonna be like a Mickey Mouse Club type thing. But yeah, and they're gonna bring back Chronicles of Narnia. That'll be something to make my kid watch.
I hated that. Why did I make her do that? Yes, I hate that story. I hate those movies. I hate everything about the Chronicles of Narnia. I hate them.
Hell.
I even hate telling children to read them at work. Like, read something else. I hate them so much.
Is it just the story? Is that the part of the reason why?
No. Why I hate it? No, it's rant here. Give me a moment. It is a allegory for the Christian religion, and I hate it so much. It's like you're preaching to children, so we ain't got time for that. Because okay.
All right.
Sorry.
It says, okay, I'm not gonna
your librarian stepped in for a moment.
Right.
I got so much I can say right now, but I'm not gonna say anything.
Like I said, it's another rant.
So it looks like Disney's Owl House is a new cartoon, and it looks like the same people who gave us Gravity Falls is what's doing this one. So I don't know if you guys ever saw Gravity Falls, but it has some of our like favorite comics voicing the voices there, and it was a pretty good cartoon series on Disney. And it looks like they're also bringing back the old Sorcerer's Apprentice, and then like I said, Mandalorian. But I think that's it for Disney Plus editions. Destiny Festival of Lost has finally been confirmed. We will be getting Destiny Festival of Lost. My biggest thing with Festival of Lost is there's usually some sort of exotic that you get at the end that's pretty decent. So I'll be playing that to get whatever exotic they're throwing our way. And it looks like Apex Legends will now be crossplay coming October 6th. So just in a couple of days here, you'll be able to play with everyone. Not sure if they're going to give you a what is it, like an on-off switch? Because I know that like for Call of Duty, if we're just playing multiplayer, we tend to like to not have crossplay on because PC players cheat.
Yeah, they do.
I mean, they just do. I mean, we were in a lobby last night where someone had it on to where that they were getting, everyone really was getting kill streaks super quick. Like you were just getting them over and over. It's crazy. All right. And then Game Pass is giving everyone 2 months of Funimation. So if you didn't know, you'll be able to get Funimation, which is an anime like Crunchyroll. And
I signed up for that so quick.
Yeah.
When you get first put that in the chat.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
Yep.
Cool. So that's it for my tidbits. Miss CHAREECE, would you like to get some questions? We'll get a couple of questions in here. We're not going to do all of them, guys, because we're already kind of like going long for us. But yeah, we'll get a couple of questions in here.
All right. Well, other thing I'm going to, because we've already discussed this. Has nobody seen a PS5 in public? Things are hidden. They're like unicorns right now. So same old Prima Data. What is your favorite free-to-play game?
Favorite free-to-play game?
I don't even remember the last free-to-play game I played.
Ooh.
I mean, Warzone is technically
Apex,
free to play.
really?
Warzone. It has to be Warzone. For me, it is free to play.
Yeah, Warzone, Apex, Rogue Company. I like all those games.
Oh God.
Any shooter.
I would say, okay, hold on. Let me Neverwinter, Black Desert, Phantasy Star Online.
Does Game Pass count?
Hey.
I'm just
right. All those free to play games.
There's a lot, basically. There's a lot. Apex when I'm playing with friends, because again, I have too much anxiety to play by myself. That should be getting to me.
See, I don't know how y'all play that game.
I have to play with Boogie or somebody because I'd be like, look, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. I follow directions well. That's all I say. Back from the Dead. Question. Yes.
Okay, Sea of Thieves is mine.
Are you planning to play Festival of Light in Destiny 2? Yes, we just went up. That was part of our tidbits. Okay, we already got you. So I'm gonna skip your question.
Free to play. Technically, isn't it?
It is now because it's a gameplay.
So then Destiny 2 is mine.
Damn.
That's a better answer.
He's like,
oh my God. Emmanuel, will PS5 boost mode compared to Xbox Series X back compat with or without optimizations?
Wait, what's the question?
I'm trying to figure it out. I'm saying it again. Will PS5 boost mode compared to Xbox Series X back compat with or without optimizations? I think it's like two different things, and you're trying to compare them. That's like,
yeah, but see, the thing is, we don't know much more detail about the PS5, so that's hard to answer anyway. No details are out. No significant information is like somebody just said it. Like I think lady said it. Like we don't know. Like nothing's out.
We don't know what we don't know.
Oh, the Japanese market, no. The Westerners don't know nothing. Let me just be
I found that really, and people was hot about that.
Yeah, that they're getting PS5s out there. But it seems like they're really in a controlled setting. They're not like just sending them home for them to like play with them. Like they're inviting them to places for them to play.
That's what I thought too. That's because the room looks really plain.
Yeah.
Got it.
Right.
Yeah, this is
very controlled settings. It seems to be.
King James, with the IPs Microsoft acquired, would you ladies like to see Xbox make a game with all their iconic characters, such as a Smash Brothers brawler, racer, or Overwatch style shooter?
It have to be a racer for me.
I think a racer would be dope. I also think that add them to Killer Instinct, man. Pick another season and just
right. Yeah.
Yes.
Killer Instinct 2. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that game been out since what, 2013?
Yeah.
Since Xbox first dropped the series,
Xbox One, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which release was more buggy? We don't play sports games. Anybody play 2K21 or Madden
None of us play
21?
sports games.
I mean, I play occasionally with my dad, but that's it. I don't play like online with
Yeah,
people.
who plays online, man? We play seasons here, okay? If we playing 2K or live or Madden, it's gonna be seasons. I'm not playing online. Crazy.
Franchise.
Say, Sir X-Man, haven't been here in a while. I've noticed you've been missing. Where you been at? But I was wondering, what is your ladies' opinion of season 2 of The Boys? I personally have not started season 2.
Okay, somebody is fucking tripping because they ain't watching season 2 of The Boys, but I ain't gonna snitch and say who it is.
I haven't started it yet.
I
have not started it
too, because like I just haven't finished it. You
didn't finish season 1?
I finished season 1. Yes, I have to win no hubs though. I win no hubs.
Yeah,
so hubs, if you listening, I'm gonna need you to we're going to get this time set down so that we can watch this show.
I'm telling you, that show, they was complaining.
I gotta watch this week's, but it has been like every episode. I'm like, what the fuck?
I don't see how it's gonna top season 1, but everybody says it does.
It does.
It is.
It does.
Yo,
the first couple of episodes, you're like, okay, we're like, leading up, but then it's just like every episode after that, you end the episode with like, what the fuck did I just watch? Like, what is going on?
Lovecraft Country. Oh my god.
You behind in Lovecraft Country?
I'm behind on both of those. Y'all been busy. Girl, I've been busy, man.
Oh no.
Girl, I've been busy, but look, I get caught up. No problem. Ain't no
problem. That's fine. Ain't nothing. Ain't nothing.
That mean where it's like no problem. That's where I'm at.
Can I do a recommendation?
See, Jazzy knew with me on them Narnia books. See, Jazzy.
I got a recommendation.
Go ahead.
You got to watch men, women, everybody. You guys got to watch that Fenty fashion show because it is gorgeous.
Yeah, I heard it was good.
It was gorgeous, like artistically gorgeous. That's all I got to say.
Now, how can the people watch it? What
Amazon Video. It's free.
Okay.
If you got Amazon Prime, it's free.
Let me see. Question, Abacab. What do you guys think of the new Cyberpunk commercials with Keanu Reeves?
Man,
Keanu Reeves? Yes, let's go. I like how they did them because they're not spoiling anything from the game, which is like that's fantastic. Like, because at a certain point, like even with movie trailers, like you don't want to watch them anymore because you don't want any spoilers. So I like the fact that they're just kind of showing like little bits and this and that with Keanu. So I'm enjoying those. I think they should keep doing them.
All right.
Anybody else got anything to say on that?
No, I agree.
Okay.
Before we end, I have one more tidbit that Boogie forgot. Did we not watch the trailer for The Craft?
Oh yeah. Well, I didn't know how many people would be interested in that, but yeah, go ahead, talk about it.
Like that was Weird Girl Central back in the day. Like
yes,
everybody had to watch The Craft.
Yes,
and I. And it's literally it's following the exact same storyline to a certain extent, but I'm still gonna watch it and I'm still gonna like obsess over it for like a hot minute.
What's crazy is I thought initially that I hadn't watched it. I thought because I think I posted that to you. I was like, I don't think I watched the original, but when I went back and looked at like I put a trailer up on YouTube of the original. I'm like, oh yeah, I've seen this movie. You know how that goes. And so yeah definitely. Now I'm excited for the newer one.
Yeah. So I think it comes. That's on Netflix, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, I think so.
That was on Netflix. So yes, I think that's all of our questions. So I'm good now.
All right. Well, then it is that time to say goodbye. Why don't y'all ladies do your outros? We can go with lady first.
Thank you everyone for joining us today. We appreciate the chat. I appreciate the panel. And you can check me out at lady_infamous415 on Twitch, or you can check me at my side piece, aka Twitter, lady_infamous30, Quavo, Beyonce.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
All right, Delilah, do you want to go?
Yeah, you all know you can follow me on Twitter, Delilah_HD, and thank you for joining us this weekend, and enjoy the rest of your day and play some games and have fun, and we'll see you all next weekend.
Oh, I forgot to say something, but go ahead. I'll wait till after outros.
Okay. All right, CHAREECE, go ahead.
All right, y'all. Thank y'all for coming. As always, our chat has been awesome. Y'all make sure y'all get y'all wins in. Make sure that y'all, play nice with each other, and not everybody's going through something the same thing that you are, so please be nice to them. Make sure to wash your hands, make sure to wash your ass, and have a good weekend.
Okay, and I am LBOOGIE0208. You guys can catch me on Twitter, LBOOGIE0208, on Twitch, LBOOGIE0208, and on both consoles, same name. Make it super easy for y'all. I really appreciate every single one of y'all that came through today. We love all you guys. Thank you so much. Join our Discord, wash your hands, wash your ass, and be safe out there.